just be more bandits as soon as you leave.
I am confused, Scott. At this point, we should actually get Ser Gilmore, and I'm very confused why that didn't happen. Like, he should be waiting here, just in front, and I also tested it before. Why?
Going.
What's wrong with the mods? That's looking better. Downloadable content, install content. Haha, Ser Gilmore joinable NPC. Here we are. I would say, let's continue. And there he is. Oh, and I didn't see those crates again.
Yes.
I have very clear priorities, as you can see. Right. Hey, Ser Gilmore.
My lord, I never thought I would see you again.
It is so cool that people actually went out of their way to do this whole mod. Because it says like hundreds of voice lines and everything. It has to be like incredibly time consuming to do all that, like programming that, writing lines, voicing lines. So yeah, we wanted to give it a try. And now it's working. Let's hope it stays like that. Ser Gilmore, is that you?
Why, yes. When I realized there was no way to save the castle, I checked everywhere to see if you and your family were able to escape. The lord and lady were slain. I thought they killed you too.
Oh.
I searched for you and never found you.
Yeah, you can hear that the microphone is not as good as the microphone the other voice actors used. But I'm looking forward to that. And I mean, it's fan thing, so I'm not criticizing that. I'm so glad to see you. I thought you were dead.
And I am very glad to see you too. When the castle fell, I was captured by housemen and held until I was able to escape. I thought I'd go to Ostagar, where I knew Duncan would be headed. But when I arrived there, everything was in ruins. I heard the rumors. I know King Kaelin fell in battle, as did Duncan. My hopes of becoming a warden are finished, but not my desire to help in this war.
You know, you're quite the lucky guy to have both survived what happened at... How was our castle called? Let's call it Castle Cousland. Probably not the name. Anyway, that he survived the ambush by Houseman and also, like, encountering Ostagar after everything. Because it has to be, like, the whole area has to be crawling with Darkspawn, right? Well, you know, I did become a warden.
You? How? It
Oh.
does not matter. I suspected Duncan was not only interested in me. In any case, you are in danger now. The Grey Wardens were blamed for what happened at Ostagar. I did not know what to believe myself, but seeing you are one of them, I now know it is a lie. I am still bound to the oath I made to your father. I have nowhere else to go. Could you accept me as your companion?
Still so very loyal. And it's like, I'm really impressed that that's just like a fan project. Just. You know, together we will make Hal pay for everything he's done.
I'm glad you think so. Next time I see him in battle, things will be different.
First Loghain, then Hal. Alright.
Of course.
Oh. He's not called Ser Gilmore anymore, but Roland. So, how are you?
Yes? What can I do for you?
Tell me about yourself, Roland. You know, after playing Divinity Original Sin 1, I can never unassociate the phrase "tell me about yourself" from that game. It's so firmly linked in my head. Oh boy. OneDrive likes to put your documents folder stuff into the cloud and deletes it from the documents folder. Ew. So it deactivates mods and stuff for you? That's horrible.
Well, I've served in Cousland Castle for years.
It is called
Since my
Cousland
father
Castle.
sent me to squire there. My father is a minor lord in the Benorn. but our land is little more than a glorified farmstead. I do miss it, though. The valleys of the Bannorn are beautiful this time of year. I took great pride in serving the town, and I wanted to become a general in the army. Still, if I had the opportunity to join the Grey Wardens, I wouldn't hesitate.
So, you would leave the army for the Wardens?
I imagine. Joining the Wardens is the highest service one can render.
I've seen things, Roland. I don't know if you want to join the Wardens.
Yes? What can I do for you?
I want to ask you a question about what happened at Cousland Castle.
Of course.
Many bad things. So, what happened at Castle?
Maker knows. We were all caught by surprise. Hal had been on good terms with your family for years. Nobody suspected anything. The soldiers arrived in the morning as planned to march to battle, but they attacked us instead. I tried so hard to save the castle and everyone in it. I could not.
Don't blame yourself. I mean, he even managed to hold them back for us to escape, right? I still think it's so unnecessary that our mother died. Like, why? Why didn't she even try to escape? It's not your fault it fell.
I know that, to an extent. I just can't stop thinking that all my hard work and training could not prevent that from happening.
Maybe you're not as good as you thought. How mean. You did your best. Nothing you could do more.
Thank you. You are very kind. But this taught me a hard lesson I will not forget.
But. We will talk later with him some more. I'm just going to try to spread it out a little bit more for it to feel more organic and not be like, tell me everything about yourself. Chanter's board. Bandits everywhere. As transcribed on behalf of Sir Bryant, Templar and Defender of the Faith. Know that all those who prey upon refugees do so under pain of death. The Maker spawns bandits and their kind. The Templars offer a sizable reward for the apprehension or execution of the bandit leader plying their trade in the northern wood and roads. Beware, the bandits are numerous and of considerable skill. Only a well-armed and well-trained party should brave the deep wood. We pray for the success of any who undertake the mission. Residents of good standing and passing travelers have indicated that there are 3 bandit groups in the northern woods. This humble chanter would echo Sir Brian's caution, lest you wind up another victim to these evil men. The reward for such service is 3 sovereigns. May the Maker look after his children in our hour of need. Well, I guess we just accept it and see what we do with that. The Chanter board's quests are easy and giving out good XP. Nice, even more reason to do this. Ooh, what I also like is, I'm not very sure if it's like, depending on how many quests there are, but I really like that there's one quest and you can see like one small note on the side. I like that, it's a nice detail.
Where are you from?
I don't know, Cousland Castle.
And Eileen spoke unto the masses, my hearth is yours, my bread is yours,
Who's
my
Eileen?
life is yours. For all who walk in the sight of the Maker are one.
I can't ask who Eileen is, I'm disappointed. Greetings. The Chanter nods and smiles. Awkwardly, Alan smiles back.
Let all repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness upon us.
He can't answer you. He's Chanter Devons.
Why can't he answer me? And Alan, being Alan, says, is he touching the head or something?
No, he's a chanter. One of them that can only say the chant of light. His board has letters of good deeds to be doing. My father fixed Widow Alison's roof once, and the charter paid him, he did.
A learned child is a blessing upon his parents and onto the Maker.
So he has just like one long prayer text and can just use like different lines from it? Oh boy, Chantry. Why are you like this? So it's like a vow of silence then. He can't talk normally.
Unless it's the chant of light, no.
And so Rajmael in the heathen temple recanted. Speak only the word, sing only the chant, then the golden city is thine, spoke Andraste.
Okay, dude, that's weird. I just wanted to say, let's see if we can make him say something else. The chanter says what?
What?
Oh, you got him to speak.
Nice.
What hath man's sin wrought?
Uh-huh.
Oh, cheated.
I take this as a success. Farewell. But oh boy, who would decide to go through life like this? To just like talk from... I mean, I also wonder that about everyone following the chantry, as you may know from my other Dragon Age Let's Plays. But to become a chanter and just speak words from a prayer text? Okay.
One will feast on your living. The legions of evil are on your doorstep. They will feast upon our hearts. There is nowhere to run. This evil will cover the world like a plague of locusts. Please, you're scaring the children.
You don't have to scream.
Better to slit their throats now than let them suffer at Darkspawn hands. There, one of their minions is already amongst us. This man bears their evil stench. Can you not see the vile blackness that fills him?
Dude, I'm standing right in front of you. Stop shouting. Tranquil light. The chanter, you mean? Yeah, quite fitting. And hey, Crackrock, nice to see you again. How are you? Been a while. Jesus, dude, take a pill. You don't mean Jesus, you mean Andraste, Juniper. Please keep his words in mind. I can't even pretend to be a chantry person. You know, why don't you keep your voice down?
I watch the Black Horde descend on my people. I will not be silent. Please stop. Somebody shut his mouth.
Yes.
But isn't he right? The ban left us. We're going to die.
This minion is but the first of those who will destroy us.
Dude, you're not even helping. Like, even if you believe that, hey, let's spread panic. This is sure to help everyone. Don't be a fool. Darkspawn can be defeated.
No, I have seen them. You cannot run. You cannot fight.
Oh gosh. But I mean, you ran from the fight and you survived. Checkmate. I was out and about. Hopefully having a good time. You poor man. What happened to you?
My family, my clan, those creatures butchered them all.
Oh.
Some of us fled here, but we cannot escape the Darkspawn.
But you already escaped them for now. Okay, let's try to be empathic and nice, and maybe we can get him to calm down a little bit. It must have been horrible. How did you escape?
No, I won't listen to the words of a man tainted by Darkspawn.
Okay, excuse me for trying to be nice. I'm not evil. Please, won't you talk to me? Come on.
I ran, hearing my wife's screams as they dragged her off.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Why am I here? I should not have come.
He was right, wasn't he? There's no hope for
Poor
us.
guy. Poor wife. No, there's always hope. You have to muster your courage.
You're right. We can't give up.
But we can't fight. What are we supposed to do?
We can't lie
Flee.
down and die either. We must go north to dinner him.
I mean, just losing hope won't change anything, right?
Evil shall descend upon us!
He was so full of rage that his voice stayed behind.
All right.
Ooh, money. Alright. Gosh, so many refugees. And I mean, I guess he has a point. I mean, look at how many lives the Darkspawn already claimed. And I don't know how many more they're going to get. And, well, to say all cause of Loghain might be a bit unfair, but yeah, I mean, it's his fault that so many Grey Wardens died who could have done something.
If you seek refuge in the chantry, there's simply no room left.
You're closed.
We turn none aside, but we simply don't have room for anyone to sleep. Priests are within if you seek to offer devotion to the Maker, however. May he protect us all.
Great. All I can get is a prayer. Did you know there were bandits on the highway?
Were? Did you drive them off? Ah, Sir Bryant will appreciate that.
Oh, he's inside. So, who's in charge of this chantry?
The revered mother runs the chantry itself, and Sir Bryant heads the Templars stationed here.
Have you heard any news?
Not since Tairn Loghain passed by with his army. It's a shame about the king. But with the Darkspawn coming, few can think of anything else.
Yeah, it's a shame about Loghain, I'd say.
Make her watch over you.
Yeah, Loghain, you will get what you deserve soon enough. I mean, just looking around, I would say they have more than enough sleeping places, right? I mean, they can argue about not being able to take more, like, to have enough food for more people, but I mean, put someone on here, I don't know, cut this. You don't even need to cut the carpet, you can just sleep on the carpet, I'd say. Better than outside. Well, I guess this bed is already claimed. But still.
Are you here to see the Reverend Mother too?
The who?
The head of this chantry. She's very busy, but I think she's free now. I came to ask for a blessing. With my family abandoning the farm to flee north, we'll need all the grace the Maker can offer. Well, good luck to you. I need to get underway. If I'm lucky, I'll make it back to the farmhold by nightfall.
Well, all the best to you.
Why did Tairn Loghain take his army north? Aren't the Darkspawn south of us?
And I mean, that's the other thing. I guess also the Grey Wardens and Loghain's army could have just held off the Darkspawn a little longer to secure all their escapes, right?
I hear you drove off those bandits. I hope they don't come back.
Same.
I can't believe the qunari in that cage isn't dead yet. It's been 3 weeks. Why didn't they just execute him?
We still have to look for him, but I didn't see... or them. I didn't see them so far.
You, miss, what is your name? You seem quite odd to me.
You would not be the first to think so. But avert your eyes. I will not have you staring over long.
Let's get used to it. I'll be watching you. We want no trouble here.
Yeah, I guess Morrigan doesn't really try to conceal that she's an apostate, right? But I mean, then again, we also walked around like that in Kirkwall and no one better than I. Are you mages? What? Us with our staves? No.
I can't believe the qunari in that cage isn't dead yet. It's been 3
I mean, Sir Donald is not so Brian. Brian? But maybe we can ask him about the Urn of Sacred Ashes.
Who? I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
Sir Donald? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Very nearly, Sir Donal. May I introduce my fellow Grey Warden? We are the last two in Ferelden.
Are you saying that in public?
Terrible news indeed. But I'm glad to meet you, good sir. Might I know your name?
I'm Melon. It is a pleasure to meet you.
I trust you are staying discreet, with the bounty placed on your heads.
The bounty?
Cairn Loghain has declared the Grey Wardens responsible for the loss at Ostagar. He claims he withdrew his men to save them. I don't believe a word of it. But with the Cairn offering hard coin for your deaths, you'd be smart to keep your identities secret. If I'll Eamon were well, he'd set Loghain straight soon enough.
If he were well? What do you mean?
The Arl is stricken with an illness that threatens his life. We have found no cure, either natural or magical.
When did this happen?
Only a few weeks ago, but he has declined quickly. No one knows the nature of the illness, and even magic has done little to slow its progress. Our only hope now is a miracle. Every knight of Redcliffe has gone in search of the Urn of Sacred Ashes. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness, but I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims.
Oh boy. So yeah, I think Eamon might not be that available as an ally currently. But I mean, they want to use Andraste's ashes as a cure? Interesting to use dead people's ashes for that, but hey, maybe it works. But I mean, Alistair, we heard that from the bandits, that maybe we shouldn't out ourselves as Grey Wardens. Anyway, tell me more about the Urn of Sacred Ashes.
Supposedly, the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess Andraste. Surely you know all this.
Sure, that's why I asked. Yeah, apparently they were supposed to... wait. The qunari wrote really different in this game. Interesting. Because, I mean, in the second and third game, they look kind of similar. I mean, in the second, they all look the same, basically, more or less. But in the third, they are quite distinctive, right? Yeah, apparently they were supposed to look more like they are in 2 and 3, but it didn't work out with the engine. Oh well. You know, perhaps I could help you.
Nothing I have found leads me to believe that this was anything more than a quest of desperation. I intend to return to Redcliffe soon and tell the Arlessa exactly that, once Sir Henrik arrives.
But I mean, Sir Henrik is the dead guy. But he sounded more optimistic, maybe that helps? Your friend Sir Henrik, he's dead. I have something of his.
What? And you have his locket? And a note? Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise.
I'm sorry about your friend.
Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest.
But I mean, how do we help our Eamon then? If even all those knights can't help him. So, your quest for the ashes brought you here, right?
I expected to take advantage of the Chantry's library, in fact. But my skills are better suited to battle than chasing down tales.
Maybe we can look through the library. I mean, I think, besides Morrigan, none of us is very smart, but hey. You know, I was actually hoping to meet Al Eamon.
Why is that, if I may ask?
I also don't like that those 3 people seem to be like they're listening, right? Yeah, should we say we need help against Terran Loghain? But I mean, then again, Alistair already outed us as Grey Wardens, so I think it doesn't get worse. Or at least I hope so. We need his help against Terran Loghain.
I see. The Arl is a popular man, it's true. Cairn Loghain, however, is a hero throughout Ferelden. Whatever the Cairn has done or not done, the Arl remains ill, or worse. That is my primary concern.
Do you think Loghain is involved with the Owl's illness?
The Owl fell ill before the king died. But what if Loghain planned that too? Oh, such thoughts do not sit well with me.
We should see what's happening in Redcliffe ourselves. I believe that now more than ever.
If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could.
And I mean, maybe by seeing him for ourselves we can figure out how to help him, right? I should go.
With Henrik gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions. But I must go. Thank you again, good sir. You have been most helpful.
Well, well.
Let those who seek redemption be delivered. Let those who have sinned
I mean,
and when the chant spreads
really, there are quite a few people here, but they're definitely not full, I'd say.
It's terrible. So many come to Lothering seeking refuge, only to find that we can offer little more than prayer. Does the Maker see our plight? Is he moved by this destruction? I apologize. The Maker's plan is too grand for me to fathom, especially at times like this.
Yeah, maybe think about that. If the Maker's benevolent and has a plan, why is all this happening? Oh. But what was the thing? If he's benevolent, all-knowing, and omnipotent, why are those things happening? Oh well. What are those priests chanting exactly?
The Chant of Light. Surely you know it.
Yeah, since 5 minutes. I've never heard it sung like this.
Perhaps you haven't heard these verses before. The entire chant takes weeks to sing and is only done straight through at the Grand Cathedral in Val Royeaux. Here we can only sing a few verses per week and finish anew each first day.
Weeks? How long is this thing? Tell me more about this Chant of Light.
When the prophet Andraste was burned by the Magisters, the Maker turned away from his creations. We gain his forgiveness by spreading Andraste's teachings. The Maker will return when the chant is sung from the four corners of the world.
Says who? Let's be a little bit heretical. How do you even know the Maker exists?
He created this world. Every sunrise is proof of his existence. Every child born shows he loves us still.
Couldn't you turn this around? Like every sunset, or everyone slain by Darkspawn? I should go.
May the Maker watch over you.
And then shall the Maker return
Oh
to
well.
us. And then shall the Maker return to the Black City in heaven. And then shall the chant
We didn't see the boy we sent to the chantry again, right? Or is that him?
I don't like this place. Why did we come here?
I think he really looks like him, but I guess it's not him.
light scattered in the darkness. The word
I'm
is
sorry,
spelled,
but I must
fear and
prepare the
ignorance.
chantry's vestments before
Let
we
those
flee.
who cry
There is
out
very
from
little
the
time.
shadows be comforted. Let those who seek redemption be delivered.
Adventures of the Black
Let those
Fox.
who have sinned
Sounds fun.
Be forgiven.
I'm sorry, I cannot talk now. I must feed the holy brazier to ensure the flame never dies.
But also interesting that they don't seem to be, like, planning to flee, right? Do they just stay here? Are they not going to be overrun by Darkspawn? Or is it like if you believe enough, you will... no harm will befall you? What's the significance of this brazier?
It represents the flames that burned Andraste herself. Do you know the tale?
If they represent the flames that burned Andraste, and that's considered sinful, why do they keep them burning? Like, what? I know all chantries keep a fire to honor her death. But that sounds quite dark, right?
The prophet was burned in the ancient city of Minrathous, before the ancient mages she had fought. Instead of dying in pain as the mages wanted, she was purified by the fire and taken by the Maker into the heavens to stand forever at his side. We are all sinners. The fire symbolizes our hope that forgiveness is possible. Thus, we all serve by feeding its flames.
Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. So, if I sin, I should just set myself on fire.
Don't be ridiculous. It is a symbol and
Never.
not meant to be taken literally. Now go and leave me to my task.
How about you use some magic to start the fire?
Righteous dedication and enduring perseverance.
Okay, I think we mess around enough. Key required. We mess around enough with the chantry people? Oh no, we can mess around with the Revered Mother.
Will you be making a donation to the chantry, my friend? You look like you have salvaged more of value than most who make it here.
I mean, yes, but I don't want to give you money because you're the chantry. Who are you?
I am the revered mother of this chantry. Traditionally, those who seek my blessing tithe first.
I have nothing to offer.
I understand. Not all are wealthy enough to spare even a few coins for the Maker's favor. What can I do for you then?
Why do you need to spend coins for the Maker's favor? So it's something you need to buy. Well, well. Yeah, I guess we will have this question quite a few more times. Like, are we going to out ourselves as Grey Wardens? Is that smart? Or should we keep our cover? Let's give it a try. I'm a Grey Warden. I need your help.
A Grey Warden? Here? Oh dear. You put me in a difficult position. You must know that Tairn Loghain declared the Grey Wardens to be outlaws.
Well. So I've heard. But it is Loghain who betrayed the king.
Tairn Loghain? That is as hard for me to believe as his condemnation of the Wardens. There is a price on your head. Lay low, and I promise to keep your presence a secret. That is the best I can do. Now, if there is nothing else...
Okay, that's not very helpful. Can you provide any help to the Grey Wardens at all?
I cannot help you without risking the safety of this village and chantry. The best I can do is keep your presence a secret. I am sorry. Now, if there is nothing else...
Perhaps I should go.
May the Maker guard you, Grey Warden.
Well, thanks for nothing. How to get the key for this cabinet? Maybe we should have skilled pickpocketing. Oh well. The chantry, as useless as ever.